we have some major breaking news. As it has just been reported a second ago, Travis Pastrana is going to enter the 2023 Daytona 500 with 2311 Racing. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, according to sources and reports, Travis Pastrana is going to enter the 2023 Daytona 500 with 2311 Racing, as just reported a few minutes ago by Jordan Bianchi. He reports that action sports star Travis Pastrana is expected to enter next month's Daytona 500 in a car fielded by 2311 Racing. Sources familiar with the plan told The Athletic, "Here's what you need to know." He also says an announcement expected next week, according to those familiar with the situation, but not authorized to speak publicly. The official Daytona 500 entrance is not released until the week of the race. Holy crap, this is absolutely huge. And a lot of the reason that this all started getting reported is because earlier today, 2311 Racing put out a tweet showing the three, basically saying in their tweet, the number 3 in their tweet, not the number, but exactly the letters and the number 3 in their tweet. And there was a lot of speculation on who the drivers could be. Initially, many of us thought it was actually going to be Carl Edwards who was going to be the driver. And a lot of people thought it would be Carl Edwards because look at Carl Edwards back at the head. And Carl Edwards has been gone for basically 6 years now. Many of us miss Carl Edwards to this day and really do want Carl Edwards to come back, including myself. And I initially thought it was Carl Edwards. But the more I thought about it and more time went on, I thought, okay, this actually looks more like Travis Pastrana. And there were photos that began surfacing showing basically the same hat that Travis Pastrana basically wore. I think that was at a meeting, if I'm not mistaken, and he was wearing that hat and basically wearing that hat at those meetings. But this is absolutely huge in many ways. Travis Pastrana, I believe the last time he competed in any sort of NASCAR division was, I believe, in 2019 or 2020 when he drove, I believe, for Nice Motorsports in the Truck Series. I think the last time that was at Las Vegas. And the last time he drove something that was not associated with the Truck Series was, I think, back in 2013 when he drove for Roush. And this will be the first time, though, that he is competing in the Cup Series because he's competed in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series many times. But this will be the first time he's competing in the Cup Series. This is really awesome to see the 2311 Racing is expanding. They've been talking about expanding their team for a while now. In fact, during this offseason, I think back in December, they were talking about expanding to a third car so Kurt Busch could race once he's medically cleared. So there's a lot of questions to be asked. Number one, how many times is this car going to race the 2311 is going to run? What other drivers could potentially drive this car? Could we see maybe Carl Edwards make a return? That's a big possibility. But I would think that this car will also be used for Kurt Busch in the race he wants to race. Because Kurt Busch, he has said that he wants to race once he's medically cleared in hopes that he can be able to race when he is officially medically cleared when he does. But he has not been at this point medically cleared at this point unless it does get confirmed in the next weeks. Then he probably will be able to race at tracks like Darlington and Watkins Glen since he has publicly said he wants to race there. Maybe we're going to see some other drivers from the Xfinity Series get an opportunity to race. That could be a possibility. Maybe somehow Sammy Smith gets an opportunity. Who knows? But 2311 Racing is really setting themselves up for a really bright future going forward. You've got Tyler Reddick joining the team this season. You'll have Tyler Reddick in the 45 car, and you'll have Bubba Wallace in the 23 car in 2023, which this team is really setting themselves up. And it's great to see the 2311 is going to have a third car because it's good to see that Toyota's going to be having stronger numbers. Now, one thing to note is that Travis Pastrana will have to qualify his way into the 2023 Daytona 500 because this is an uncharted car. With it being an uncharted car, you have to qualify your way in. And I believe right now there are 40 confirmed entries. Of course, you have Zane Smith who will be driving a third front row car. Jimmy Johnson will be driving the third Legacy Motorsport Motor Club, the number 84 entry. And then you also have Beard Motorsports entering a car. So you have 40 cars. And there might be even more entries entering. We do know the Trackhouse is rumored maybe to have a third car for the Daytona 500. There's been rumors about that, but also those have kind of been denied. But Julio Castroneves might also be running for the money team, so that would be 41 cars. There are a lot of entries in this year's Daytona 500, and I think it's amazing to see, though, that you're going to have a team like 2311 expanding for a lot of races, and I love it they're doing this. And bringing a driver like Travis Pastrana in, I think is absolutely phenomenal and absolutely incredible for the sport because I know that Travis Pastrana was not the most successful driver when he did race, but I still think it's absolutely huge for the sport that a driver like Travis Pastrana is going to enter. When we do have the announcement next week, we'll give a little more details and talk about this a little more, but I just wanted to get my initial thoughts on this because this is absolutely wild, by the way. I did not expect this to happen, and I think this is absolutely huge for the sport in general that this is actually happening. The 23XI racing is going to be expanding and have a third car in the 2023 season. And we'll see what other drivers in the future they decide to run, because we know that Kurt Busch wants to run some races. They might bring other guys back at this point. Who knows? I think it's exciting to see, though, that they are going to have a third car in 2023. And really excited to see if Travis Pastrana is going to be that driver. So, that is for today's special NASCAR breaking news report. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links description below for that, and comment your thoughts below on today's video. Do you think Travis Pastrana will make the field, and do you think that this car will basically run a lot more races or not in 2023? Let me know in the comments below. Tomorrow on my channel, I have a special video dropping on 10 drivers who could drive the 4 car in 2023. And basically, I'll have potentially maybe a 2024 driver lineup predictions maybe in the next couple of weeks. Who knows? And I've got a lot of other content on the way coming out here as we get closer to the start of the 2023 NASCAR season. So anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's special news report. And I'll see you guys next time for some more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.